whether it be through death or through him delivering you through spiritual power, man. You know, you have to have that faith, man. You know, the faith. I'm gonna look at that word, Ephesians 8. That word, it says, "For by grace are you saved through faith, and that not of yourselves. It is a gift of the Most High," man. So you can't take credit for that gift. You can't take credit for it. The Lord gave it to you, man. I'm gonna look up that word gift in Ephesians 2:8. Ephesians, the 2nd chapter, 8th verse, and it says, gift. Gift is a Greek 1435. That word is doron. Doron. It means a gift present, a gift offered in expression of honor, right? A gift offered in expression of honor. And he gave that. Who did they give that? That even that gift that gave to honor is that him giving us the knowledge, man. That's one of the main things, right? Because knowledge is a gift of faith from the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, man. You know, he honored us with that gift of knowledge and believing in His truth. That's part of it. And He honored us with that gift to basically honor Him, to be able to be honor Him, man. So it's all about faith, man. If you ain't got faith, man, it's gonna be a hard road for you, man. This is Hebrews 11. Go back to 11. Hebrews 11:6. But without faith it is impossible to please Him. For he that cometh to the Most High must believe that He is. So you gotta believe that the Lord is, that He exists. If you believe in that, then you'll believe that His name is Yahweh. You won't think that His name is Yahweh or Yahshua or Jehovah. You have to believe that He is, man. Yahweh, man. It says, and that He is a rewarder of them that diligently seek Him, man. You gotta believe in that, man. You know? So, hey, He gave us basically the scriptures are basically like the ingredients, man. It's the ingredients, like look at this book as a cake. The ingredients have to go in it. The scriptures are the ingredients, man. When you go by the ingredients, man, it comes out pretty in the end. If you don't, then it don't come out right. So if you're not into having faith and into these scriptures, then basically your life is gonna go according to a 2/3 lifestyle. You will have anguish, you will be in misery, right? Constantly, man. Even if you're part of the elect, you're still gonna go through things, but that suffering is for a greater cause, man, in the end. You know? Back in Romans, go back to Romans 11. That was a good one. I didn't finish that. Let me go back to Romans 11. Romans 11:5, and it says, even so then, at this present time, also there is a remnant according to election, the election of grace, man. Doing the ones that are chosen to have this divine influence of the mind, to think upon the Lord and His Son.
No, why didn't you?
There was ones that were chosen out. Everybody was not chosen out to obtain grace, man. And that's just the way it is, man. This is verse 6. And if by grace, then it is no more works. Otherwise, grace is no more grace, man. So it's not of works. By grace, it's a gift given to the elect, basically. It says, And if by grace, then it is not no more works. Otherwise, grace is no more grace. But if it be of works, then then is it no more grace. Otherwise, work is no more work. So that's why it's an election, man. You know, you had the Jews back in Israel that were just trying to basically go by the law until Yahweh came and told them, hey man, it's something different in the land now. It's about faith and believing in me. You know, because it's 613 laws and you can't obey all of them, man. You know, you can't obey all 613. That's why the Lord said, hey, you gotta have faith and belief, man. That's real strong, man. And it says, verse 7, what then? Israel have not obtained that which it seeketh for, man. Israel had not obtained that which it seeketh for. Israel is seeking for the truth. You know, it's something that all Israelites they want to know the truth, and they want to know, right? They want to know, so they go to obtain that knowledge through the Quran, the Kibernegez, and other philosophies, man. And then they try to equate it with the Bible and all that, man. No, the Bible is the way. It says that it says Israel have not obtained that which is seeking for. It says, for the election have obtained it, the elect, right? Have obtained it. They have obtained that knowledge, right? That understanding, the discernment, the wisdom of the scriptures. They have obtained it. It says, but the rest were blinded. The 2/3, man. They were hardened. Their hearts were hardened. So they don't understand the scriptures. They have no clue. They are refusing the knowledge of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. You got men that go out constantly, week in and week out, man, all across the world now, man. Camps are popping up all in the eastern parts of the world, right? You got camps all in the western hemisphere. Brothers study constantly, day in and day out. They put videos up day in and day out to study. They go out on the highways and byways and prophesy against this wicked kingdom, day in and day out. Week in and week out. So there's going to be no excuse, man. But the Lord didn't want all Israel to get it. He blinded 2/3 of our people, man. He hardened their hearts so they won't get it. So the Lord is going to show you his power, man. He's going to show you when that day comes, that thermonuclear destruction comes from the ICBM intercontinental ballistic missiles, man. This is going to be the salvation of the elect, the missiles, man. When these missiles come. When these missiles come, man, when that thermonuclear destruction, when it destroys the planet, the ICBMs, when they come, this is going to be the salvation of the elect, man. It's going to be the desolation and the destruction of the wicked. When it comes, man, the ICBM. You know? It says, Israel have not obtained that which it seeketh for, right? That truth and salvation. They haven't obtained it yet. It says, but the election have obtained it. Like I said, the election have found the knowledge the Lord has gave them, that gift from the beginning, right? They here sprinkle that ingredients of faith onto the elect, right? And it says, but the rest were blinded, man. So the whole nation of Israel is not going to obtain this, man. That's why, man, hey, it's a beautiful thing when you come into the scriptures. You be wanting to tell all of Israel, and you get frustrated when they don't get it. But then as you go on and you learn more, and the Lord shows you more, he sups with you more, he shows you in the scriptures that how 2/3 are not going to get it anyway. So it's not a hard strain on you when you out here pushing the truth, and you have these knuckleheads come up here that don't want to, you're able to discern real fast that they don't know. Then you just tell them, get on up the road, man. This is not for you. Your heart has been hardened to not understand knowledge. It tells you in Hosea 4:6, my people are destroyed for the lack of knowledge, man. You know? And since these Israelites have rejected the knowledge, the Heavenly Father, Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, is going to reject you, man. He told you in Proverbs, the first chapter, man, he's going to laugh at your calamities, man. Because he's reaching out his hand through the men. And I hope, and all the brothers that's preaching, hey, I pray and hope that we are the elect, man, that the Lord has sent out to teach the people. They're refusing. The Lord is stretching his hand out through the men. He's putting his words in the mouth of the men that come out to push out and teach, man. And our people were neglected. They're hard in their hearts. So the Lord is going to laugh at you when that day comes. Right? When that day come, man. When them hard times hit, when Jacob's trouble come, hey, the elect men are going to be all right. And you 2/3, man, y'all going to catch hell, man. You're going to catch holy hell, man. You know? It's a separate hell you're going to be catching in that day. Right? And it says, I'll read that again. Romans 11:7. It says, what then? Question. Israel have not obtained that which is seeking for the election have obtained it, but the election have obtained it, and the rest were blinded. Right? So Paul is speaking to the Israelites in Rome. It tells you that in the first chapter. Matter of fact, let me get that. You have people who don't really believe this. Romans 1:1. Paul, a servant of Yahushua Mashiach, right? Yahushua Mashiach, he said he's a servant of him, right? He's one of his servants. And when you read in the book of Hebrews 7, let me show you what it says. 7 and 14. Hebrews 7 and 14. It says, for it is evident that our Lord sprang out of Judah. So it's evident, it's made known that our Lord Yahushua, Mashiach, sprang out of Judah. Meaning what? When you see sprang, meaning what? He's a descendant from Judah, man. One of the 12 tribes of Israel. Yahweh. Of which tribe Moses spake nothing concerning priesthood. Because the priests were who? The Levites, man. That's why he spoke nothing of priesthood through the Judah, because the priests were the Levites, man. You know? So the Lord, it said he sprang, meaning he was a descendant from. It is evident, man. He made it known to us, man, through the scriptures. So the Lord is a, what? Israelite. He's the top Israelite, man. So Paul was a servant of his, called to be an apostle, separated unto the gospel of the Most High, man. Right? So Paul he came, and the Lord actually taught Paul himself. Right? And it says, verse 7, to all they that be in Rome, beloved of the Most High, called to be saints. The beloved that they're called to be saints, man. That's a heavy, heavy word. Who was called to be the saints? Let's see. Who was called to be the saints? This is Psalms 147, 148, and 14. He also exalted his horn of his people, the praise of all his saints, even the children of Israel, a people near unto him. Praise ye the Lord Yahweh. That's the people that are near unto the Lord. That is that beloved of the Most High who he's talking about. The Israelites, man. He told you in Exodus, the 4th chapter, that Israel is the firstborn. Right? So they are that beloved of Yahweh and Yahushua, man. To all that be in Rome, beloved of the Most High, called to be saints, grace to you and peace from the Most High, our Father and Lord Yahushua Mashiach, man. So the saints are the Israelites, man. You know, Deuteronomy 7:6, they are a holy people, man. He made us separate, man, from these other nations. You know, he made us separate from these other nations, man.
It's like, it is a deeper,
you know?
It does have,
So when you read in Romans, when it said the election have obtained it, he was talking about Israelites, man. He was talking about the Gentiles and the heathens right? When you see Paul talk about those Gentiles and heathens, those are Israelites that was born in those lands of Rome and through Pontus and Galatia and Greek. You had Israelites being born in those places, right? Even though they was of Israel, they were being born in those other lands, and they growed up speaking that language, man. You know. See, you see how Jake them do? That's the same Jake that came last week scoffing. Then he walking with his head down, turning his head, can't even look over here at the hand that the Lord is stretching out for him. So it's gonna be deaf unto him, man. It says, when you look at the heathen and Gentiles, man, that goes back to the Greek days, Antiochus, right? When he made a decree that we would listen to the laws of the king of that land. If anybody wanted to worship Israel, the cousins of Israel would be killed. So we start worshiping and going under the laws of the people that had us enslaved, which is the same to today. That's why you have the Israelites that are in America, man. We came out speaking this tongue of English, man. We are Hebrew Israelites, man. Our tongue is the ancient Paleo-Hebrew. We were called that same name, Gentiles, before we come back, because it means foreign. We're not in our land now. This is a foreign land to us, man. You know? But you had Israelites being born, which they're still being born in, like in Korea, man. You got ones that are born in Korea, you know? You got Helen, which they're born in Korea. They grow up. Their father might be an Israelite, but they'll grow up speaking the language of the Korean language, you know, and never knowing, never take a trip, never talk to their father, never take a trip to America, just grow up in Korea, speaking the language, and you marry a Korean girl, have kids, and you never know that you're an Israelite. You never meet none of your family. You will be a Helen. Hellenistas, Hellenists are the ones who speak the language, right? Who speak that language, but a lot of them come back to knowing that they're Israelites, man. But they speak that language. That's why when you see in the scriptures, Greek-speaking Jews, those were Israelites, man. They were speaking Greek because they lived in the land. What you gonna do? You grow up in the land, that's the language they speak. Then you've been separated from your heritage, you've been discontinued from your heritage. How do you know? You have to come back to your heritage. And you had some Hellenistas that knew they were Jews. They knew that they were Israelites, and they practiced the law, statutes, and commandments, man. And that's who Paul went to speak to, the Gentiles, man. Peter went to the circumcision, and Paul went to the uncircumcision. You know? So, let me, Isaiah 42 and 19. Let me see what that says. Isaiah 42. Isaiah 42 and Isaiah 42 and 19. It says, "Who is blind but my servant, question, or deaf as my messenger that I sent? Who is blind as far as he that is perfect, and blind as the Lord's servant," man. Because some of them, it's like I said, it is not for everybody, man. This is only for the elect, right? That word, when you read in Romans 7, that particular election goes into elect, meaning eklektos, because it's in the Greek. It means chosen, man. Obtain salvation through Yahushua, a choice select, i.e. the best of its kind, or class, excellency, or preeminent. See? So we really like when you look at it, we really like the first fruit of the creation, man. We the first fruit, basically, you know, like the first fruit that ever grow on a tree. You know, you look at them, it's like a certain effect when you grow a tree, and they don't, because when you grow a tree, it's